Hello there, welcome back to Ambitious Ones. We're back here at the Q Emporium Coffee. Q Coffee Emporium.
Yes.
Q Coffee Emporium. It has become one of our favorites. I think mostly because of this nice fire. Can they see the fire? I don't think you can see the fire. Let me see if I can bend it down so you can see the fire. Because that's just like half the fun.
Oh yeah.
Half the fun right there.
Yes. Y'all, they have us set up out here.
Yeah.
The weather is nice, but it's a little chilly because it's morning time.
Yeah.
So they turned the fire on for us, and we feel so special. But fun fact about Q, one of the founders of Q is a female. One that actually I went to school with her, Emily Wilson. She has been a big supporter of us. She sends us messages and she supports us. So, we want to support. If you are a female business owner or entrepreneur or blogger or anything, let us know. We'd love to support you because we've got to continue to lift each other up, y'all.
And Emily, if you're listening, we would love if you would want to come on one day and talk about being a female entrepreneur, business owner, dream catcher.
Yes. Follow your dreams and talk about it. Talk about your story, your journey. We would love that.
I think, are we paused? No, we're good. I thought we were paused. I think we're running.
We are.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
We're so classy.
Yeah.
Well, today we kind of went back and forth on what we were talking about. Sometimes we have a very detailed plan of what we want to talk about, and sometimes we sit down when we get here and we're like, we don't know what about today. And this was kind of somewhere in between.
Mm-hmm.
So, oops. Now I think we'd be leaning. My daughter is to the side of the camera, and she keeps moving the camera, and I'm bumping it.
It's all right.
We're good.
This is everyday life, y'all.
So we're going to talk about, and I'm going to need it after this,
Yes.
self-care. And what some of the things that we do for self-care, and self-care can be interpreted so differently depending on who you are, and that's okay. That's totally okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Chelsea just asked me a minute ago, she said, well, what do you do for self-care? I was like, go to Trader Joe's with my girls, because that's what I'm going to do later today, is go and just hang out with my gal pals and just kind of laugh and go to lunch. And it's not too often that we get to do that, especially in the middle of the day, because we all have busy lives. Self-care is so important for a multitude of reasons. Sometimes I don't realize how wound up tight I am. And I'm like halfway down a bottle of ibuprofen with a stress headache before I realize, I think I better just take 5 and go do something for myself and kind of chill out before I get snappy with somebody. My blood pressure goes through the roof. But some of the things by this point that I am huge into exercise, constantly doing something. That is definitely a form of self-care for me. I love to get my nails done or a pedicure. That is definitely something that I do for me.
I do not do that.
Okay, if you watched a couple episodes ago, I think we were live. Were we live?
Yeah.
Or were we behind the scenes? Before, either it was right before we went on or right as we went on. I was like, I need you to get those nails done.
I still haven't done
Still
that.
haven't done it.
No.
It's just further peeled off.
I think the last time I got my nails done was November. I'll be honest.
And they look so cute. Even matte black.
Yeah.
They were so cute.
Y'all, I'll go a good month or two, consistently keeping them up, keeping my stuff done. Now, it's just my job gets super busy. My busy time is November, December, January, and so after that time, I just completely forget about self-care. I'm gonna be honest. I can't. I work about 10, 12-hour days.
And that's probably when it's the most important.
Yeah,
is when you get
I
into
know.
that mode.
And I lose it. I would get reminders from Sarah, from my husband, from some of my friends that are hey, did you get some sleep tonight? Like, did you XYZ. Sarah keeps me up on making sure I go get my hair done, which is almost time, y'all. I know my roots are showing bad, but like, it's during my busy time. I know that I need it. That's where I slack the most. Like, I need reminders to be like, hey, take care of yourself.
You're a not sleeper.
No, I do not sleep.
Yeah. You can tell when Chelsea is not sleeping.
Yeah. I'll have my days. Like, there'll be like a good week where I'm sleeping, at least 7-8 hours. But then other times I'm like an hour a night, maybe, if that. I just can't. I'll toss and turn. I just can't get myself to sleep. My mind's racing about things. Like, I don't know. So this past weekend I went to visit family, and y'all, I got some rest. I got some much needed like family time, and that is my form of self-care. Like, doing stuff with ones I love. Like, if I take time, put my phone away, I put my emails on do not disturb, because sometimes I need that, and I need my family time. And I'm one of those, like, I love quality of time. I love gift giving. So, like, when I can do those types of things, like, it makes me feel good when I can give people gifts, or I can spend time with people. Like, I don't know. I'm not big on getting my nails done. I'm not big on getting all that stuff. I do like it, but I'm also kind of like,
It's not your self-care.
no. I love to read. I'm a big reader. When I get time to read, I gotta force myself to do those things. And I'm still not great at self-care, I'll be honest. It's a work in progress, but
I think, and to be quite honest, I was a lot like Chelsea, minus the sleeping part. I've always been a good sleeper. There was a short time when I was separated from maybe my ex-husband that I did not sleep. Like she said, maybe an hour a night. But other than that, I've always been a good sleeper. But there was that time in my life that I was very much the same. And I think as I've gotten older, like, to me, one of the things that helped with self-care was setting boundaries. Just like what you said about, like, stopping the emails. Like, I was constant. Like, I was addicted, like a drug, on checking my emails. And it wasn't that I was, like, suffering from FOMO.
yeah.
I was like, I gotta get this done, I'm gonna let somebody down, somebody's gonna go without, I gotta answer the questions. But in all reality, if it's really that important, they're gonna find a different way to get in contact with you.
Yeah.
So I have set a boundary for myself as far as, like, the time of day that I usually don't look at emails anymore. Of course, I'm usually available by text at all hours, but I think that has helped me a lot. Just setting healthy boundaries between work and home.
But I will say, like, emails, you go down the rabbit hole. Like, you can't just say, I'm just gonna check in and see how many I have. Like, you start going through them, and then you go down that rabbit hole, and it's like an hour later, you miss everything that's gone on in the background. So I think
It's the number at the bottom of my phone that bothers me.
Yes.
Like, I always have emails in there. Like, it never gets to zero, like, ever. But it's one, I have multiple accounts on my phone. But, like, if it gets past, like, a certain number, then I'm like,
Yeah.
even if I want to not look at it, I sometimes have to. But I think that's a healthy way to set a boundary. And one thing, I think people think that, like, self-care has to cost money sometimes. When we're talking about, like, getting our nails done one-to-one, sure. It doesn't.
No. That's why when I was in college, that's why I started. I read all the time, because when it's free, I would take my hammock and I would just find a random place. I'd go to the park, I'd go do something.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I kind of took advantage of back then, like before I was working full time. But now that I'm working full time, I'm like, I need to go this weekend and just throw up my and lay in my hammock, read my book. Like, that's a dream day to me. I honestly, like, taking that time. I turn my phone on silent, and it is just the best thing ever. And it doesn't have to cost money. You can do things like, you can get outside and take a walk.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, I'm an audiobook person. Because if I sit down and read, let's just face it, I'm to that age in my life where I just go out. But if I walk and, like, listen to an audiobook, like,
get your mind, like, just, even if, like, you don't like audiobooks, listen to music, just get it
Podcasts,
out.
whatever.
Yeah, get out, take a walk. I mean, do something. And if you don't have the money to go get your nails done, get your hair done, all that stuff, take a vacation. Like, a lot of people self-care, like, we're going to take a girls trip in May.
Oh,
Y'all,
yeah.
we cannot wait. It's much needed, but...
And it really will be by May, because it's going to be, like, the end of our work season, and, like, if you are in education, you feel me.
Yeah. That May hits.
It's been a year already. And we just went back full time.
Ooh.
And yeah, like, I mean, you I don't have to say anything. Like, if you're an educator, like, you know what
Especially
I'm saying.
this year, y'all. Like, we love having our kids back. We have them back full time now, and it's amazing. I love seeing all their faces. But there's so many protocols. There's so many things you got to stay on top of that it's like non-stop. I think I was at like 16,000 steps yesterday with kids. Like,
it's crazy.
I'm like, y'all, but we're like, May, we are relaxing for a week.
We're checking out.
But see, like, you don't have to do those things if you don't have money. Like, find something that works for you to take care of yourself. And you know what? Sometimes it may just jump in the car, go for a drive, roll your windows down. Like, do something for you. And I think it's really, really hard these days because everybody's always on the go. There's always something to do. There's always texts coming through. There's the TikTok, the Snapchat. Everybody, you're always doing
Overwhelmed
something.
by the social media.
Yeah. And I'm one of those people. I will say I fall down that rabbit hole sometimes. But I don't know. It's nice to have people around you that remind you to slow down for a bit.
Chill out.
Like, sometimes I'll take an off day. No. And then Sarah's texting me like, I thought you weren't working today. And we all do it. I know we all do it. I know you do it.
Oh yeah.
But it is so
I just
important.
need to do one thing. That's why I told my husband, I was like, I just need to sit down and do one thing. Because I try not to work on the weekends. And I'm like, I'm just going to sit down and do one thing. And then 2 hours later, I mean, we're all guilty of it.
Yep. But it's so important to take care of yourself. And like I said with the confidence thing, get you a group of people that are going to help take care of you. Like, and I know that kind of sounds like
Can be
you're
involved in your
dependent on people,
self-care.
but like, sometimes, like, Sarah, her girls, like, she's gonna go to Trader Joe's with her girls. I mean, like, just being around people that are constantly lifting you up, like, it's positivity, just good vibes.
Yeah. It just kind of breaks the pace of things and gets you out of your normal routine, out of your corsets of familiar walls. And I'm an introvert to the core. So sometimes, like, self-care to me is just grabbing a glass of wine and filling my tub up and just walking the door. Y'all know if y'all got kids. Y'all know. Or if a dog. The paw that goes up near the door. Or scratches the door. I just lock the door and just, like, I don't need any music. I don't want any book. I don't want any noise. Like, I just need to, like, shut my mind down. And sometimes it takes a while to shut my mind down. Like, how many of you ever drive home from work with the radio off? Do you do that?
Yeah, sometimes.
My mind gets so busy sometimes that, like, I literally get in the car and shut the music off because it is offensively loud.
Yeah.
And it's, like, on a 7.
Yeah. And it's like, I have to decompress from what happened during the day. Like, I am decompressing from everything that's gone on, and I'm like, where did my day go? Like, did I drink water today? Did I, like, take a minute to just sit down today? Like,
Did I eat today?
Yeah.
If you were setting your timers on your phone, you would be eating.
Sarah has 6 timers that go off during the day, and you can hear them. Our offices are next to each other. And that's what I'll yell at Sarah, time to eat. Like, her timer starts going off. You know. Yeah, but I probably need
it really
to do that.
does get that busy sometimes.
I probably need to get on Sarah's scheduling and make myself eat, because sometimes the whole day will go by and I don't eat a thing. I eat a snack and that's it. But I don't know. It's just super important. We got a special guest today.
My special guest is getting bored.
Yeah.
She's just was stabbing her apple with a pen.
That's okay.
She's getting bored. Do you have anything to say?
How do you take care of yourself, Adley?
How do you take care? You play with your dolls? You don't? Are you sure? Do you read books? No.
I
she
love
doesn't.
to read, Adley.
But anyway, hopefully you're going to take the time today, tomorrow, this weekend, and get a little self-care in. Get a little me time in, so you're a better friend, wife, mom, sister, and whatever role you play. And just fill your bucket a little bit. And so you're a little bit better for yourself and for everyone around you.
Yep. Because if you are worn down so much, you will never fully be involved in your life, be fully involved in your marriage and your kids. Like, you can't let yourself stay worn down. It's super important to take care of yourself. And I had to learn that from people constantly being like, are you even present right now? Like, so
When was the last time you slept?
yeah. So love yourself. Continue to do things that are for you. Yeah. Just
Keep rocking it on. Well, we'll see you back on the next episode of the Two Ambitious Blondes Coffee Talk.
we don't know where we're gonna be yet.
Don't
It's a
know.
surprise.
I don't know if this is going to work. For me to shut you off, like I'm going to have to get up again. We'll see.
We'll figure it out.
Let's see. Open. No. All right. let's
Adley,
switch
do
the
you want to
camera off.
press the camera off for us?
Can you hit the red button on the phone?
Right there. You got it?
Yep. Hit the red
Up,
button.
up, up,
Hit
up.
the red button.
Okay. Is here?